In the next few movies, I'm going to take you through building a web ad for our Pepper's restaurant. This is the finished ad. It looks kind of strange at the moment, but if I go to my preview panel here and click on play, you can see that it animates. We've got breakfast and the time here, lunch and the time, dinner and the time, like that, and then back to the splash screen again, like that. Fairly simple, but this is an ad that we can take, put it on a website for the restaurant. So let's go to our basic file, and this one's included on the course disk. So you can take this and build this as we go along, or do your own changes to it later. But before I get into the mechanics of building it, I want to show you how I've got to where we are at the moment. First of all, if I go to File, Document Setup, you can see that this is set up for 250 by 300 pixels. We're not dealing with inches or picas at the moment. This is a web ad. Pixels is the only language. Now, you'll notice up here that the intent is the web. So let me cancel out of that and go to File, New Document. When you go to a new document, you have a choice of print or web. So if you know it's going to be a web document, choose web, and then you can set up the pixels. You've got some presets, or more than likely you're just going to type in what pixels you want yourself. So I'll cancel out of that. So it's set up for pixels. Now over here in the interactive workspace here, one thing you'll notice that the layers is up here with all the other interactive panels, and that's very important. You've got to build in layers when you're doing something like this. Let me click on my layers button, and you can see I've got everything clearly labeled so that I know where everything is. So I'm just going to go through everything at once here. Here I've got the background. This is on absolutely every page. At the very top, I have buttons. I'm going to keep all these buttons on the same layer. I only have one at the moment, but we will be duplicating that for our other buttons. And then I've got a separate layer for dinner. If I turn that off, you can see the lunch layer here, then the breakfast layer, and then the splash text. So each of these layers contains the items that I want to animate. And by keeping them on the layer, it makes it so much easier to do and organize your animation. So when you get into animation, especially as it becomes more complex, you want to have everything on the layers, and you can always come in and just edit anything individually here simply by clicking on the little icon here. So that's basic good practices. So in the next movie, we'll start building our animation.